In a Q3 GDP update, Singapore's economy grew at a faster pace than the initial estimate of 6.5%, and growth for this year is expected to come in at around 7%, which is at the top of its previous forecast range of between 6 and 7%. The Ministry of Trade and Industry says next year, Singapore's economic growth will slow to between 3 and 5% amid an uneven recovery at home. An economist gives his take on the latest GDP figures.
We have expected it. Actually, what we have seen is that in the earlier advanced estimates by the Ministry of Trade and Industry, we have already penciled GDP growth for the third quarter at 7.1% on a year-on-year basis. So it's right smack on the dot when it comes to the actual growth numbers. If we see the latest data at hand, it is encouraging to see that all three broad sectors like manufacturing, services and construction has expanded further, and especially services and construction, beating advanced estimates that was being shown previously. As for 2022, for GDP growth next year, what we are expecting is for growth to actually expand by 3.5%, and this is against MTI's growth outlook of between 3 to 5%. And this is despite the relative high base data in 2021, and Singapore is very much likely to be underpinned by the favorable export and manufacturing sector for the next year. I think what's also important really is the fact that we are also expecting the further recovery of especially Singapore's key trading partners as they bolster their vaccination efforts into 2022. And of course, last but not least, the gradual relaxation of Singapore's domestic restrictions, really as COVID-19 infection rate declines to below 1 as of now, would likely further add to the recovery resilience into 2022, into the year to come.
Unprecedented. That, according to MTI, is the magnitude of employment losses in Singapore during the COVID-19 pandemic, the services sector being the hardest hit. By the third quarter of this year, the total number of people employed here, excluding foreign domestic workers, had dropped by a cumulative 196,400.